Welcome, guys. Mr. K. Today we're playing Minecraft because we are going to discuss a lot of things about my school life. Now, the reason why we're not doing anything or we're not playing anything and discussing it while we're playing because I don't want to be distracted, you see. I hate being distracted, you see, because I'll have two jobs and I'll think, oh, I'm just replacing this job with that job, you get what I mean? So just sit back, relax, and we can discuss everything that I've been through. So let's get through it first. So let's go for the first thing, which is primary school. So primary school, if you don't understand what I mean by that, is that in in Ireland you have so you have preschool, primary school, and secondary school, then college. It's different than America, but anyway, that's beside the point. So you do 6 years each year you do. So primary school you do 6 years, and then you go to secondary school 6 years. Then you go to college or whatever you want to do. You can do apprenticeship. Apprenticeship is working. You know what I mean? Working as a part of a business. Like you can work, or you can go to college, or you can do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean? Um, so in primary school, well, I didn't go to a preschool. Let's just say that for first. Okay, so first off, I didn't go to preschool because the reason why I didn't go to preschool was my doctor suggested that I would go. I shouldn't go to preschool. Um, so he so we went to doctor when I was born. When I was like I think 2 or 3 or 4 years old. I don't remember. You see, I'm gonna explain that in a later video. Um, but long story short is that I don't know what happened when I was 1, 2, 3, 4 years old. I only know what happened when I was a 5 year old, and then to nowadays. You get what I mean? Anyway, so the doctor said, and my dad said to me that the doctor, well, I remember it very vividly. Um, so he said to me that I had a learning disability, which is a disability where I cannot learn anything. So that's what happened. Is that the doctor said that I'm in a learning disability and I can't learn, I can't go to school, I can't really go to school and go like, you know what I mean? He said to me that I had pretty much zero IQ, pretty much. Yeah, zero IQ. Oh, fuck. Now I still remember it. And I remember these words very well. Remember these words. He said, remember these words. This kid will never pass secondary school. Yeah, I know. I know. So instead of me going to preschool, I was going to this psychologist basically, beside the HSC. I was going in now, learning about behaviors and all stuff, learn about cognitive thinking and all stuff. I knew I was there because I had a disability, and it was a learning disability. It was very, very hard to live with that. Um, and then when I was around 10 or 12. Around 10 or 12. When I was going through, when I was 7, I went to primary school. So that's when I remember I went to primary school. I had a good time. It just right now when I'm trying to remember anything from primary school, it just whoosh, you know what I mean, whiz past me. But I remember some stuff. I remember the principal. I remember she was quite nice, but I was quite like a bad kid back then. You see, I was quite a bad kid back then, troublemaker. Yeah, I was kind of a bit of a troublemaker, and so I went through the first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, and no, well, the first 2 years I went through, and I think in third year you had to go to the bigger leagues. You know what I mean? You had to go to so this big school, is separated. So this is an all boys school. You see, this was an all boys school. But you see, the reason why for that is because they did have girls. However, they're sectioned off. You see, there are sections. So the first section at the front is like fourth years to fifth years, to 6 years, or I forgot. I think it was like 4 years to 6 years. Obviously, okay. Let's just go with that. And then you had the girls with their separate thing because they were separated from the boys and all that stuff. They had a line through it, so you can't get through it. They had a rule that you can't go through it. Uh, Um, so it was all boys school, and it was fine for a couple. It was fine for a year, for years. Um, did I learn anything from it? No, honestly, no. I think I kind of learned myself. You see, I think all my knowledge came from me, and came from, well, it wasn't because of the internet, because the internet wasn't there when I was there. When I never touched, I never touched the internet. The only time I did was when I think it was 2006, I believe. I don't know. I forgot. But the only time I remember actually getting a thing was well, I was playing around with my dad's computer, you see, and that's when the spark came along. That's when I first got on the internet, when I was with my was on my grandfather's computer. Yeah, and I know what you're about to say. What games did you play when you were a young lad? I used to play. I actually, you wouldn't believe this. I used to have a PS2. Yep, yep, that is 100% correct. I used to have a PS2 where I played a bunch of Star Wars games, Lego Star Wars, and then I played this other game where it was you're playing as Anakin or Obi-Wan in the Wars art style. You know, the Clone Wars show art style. Yeah, I used to play that a lot, and I used to remember the gameplay. It was absolutely fucking fun back then. I don't remember the name of it, but it was Star Wars, and it's based on like the Clone Wars show, and like you play as Anakin or Obi-Wan. I don't think you can play as Ahsoka though, but I don't remember if you can play it as Ahsoka. Anyway, excuse me. Yeah, I started to play. I was a Star Wars fan before I became a Harry Potter fan. So yeah, I was a more Star Wars fan than a Harry Potter fan, but I'm a Harry Potter fan now. Like I like Harry Potter and I like Star Wars. I like every single fucking thing. Like I'm just a binge watcher. You get what I mean? Like I just like everything. But if you asked the younger me what did I like, I would have instantly said Star Wars because I used to have a Darth Vader TV. Oh, that used to be so good. Oh, if I would have had that nowadays, I would have fucking sold that for like a 5 millions. But I don't have it now. Excuse me. Sorry, back to school. Sorry, back to school life. I just drifted off into my own world. Um, so primary school was just nah. It was alright. I was just mainly a troublemaker. What I do remember was fifth year and sixth year, and fifth year and sixth year. Oh, I was such a fucking dickhead. You know what I did? So the teachers would ask us to get something, right? Let's say, for example, it's a right. So remember this. This was in sixth year. So the teacher asked me to get work. You know what I mean? Like get. So remember these. Remember this. Okay, remember this. A purple English sixth year handbook, right? So I he told me to get that. So I went outside of the courtyard, and in the courtyard there used to be a school, a class there. Now let me tell you something. This was a courtyard, like gravel and all that stuff. They added a classroom there. Or let me tell you how they did that. So you know, like an RV, like it's kind of like a little camper van kind of style. You get what I mean? This thing was huge. Like they just only added that just for like a few days. Like it was only like a few days. I remember it not being there more than being there. You get what I mean? But this one moment, it was there, and I remember it the most. Anyway, so I slowly walked over. I slowly walked over. I took my fucking time. Let me tell you why, and you'll see why in a minute. So I knocked on the door, and the teacher opened the door, and she said, "Well, what do you want?" And then I said, um, be right back. And then I walked back, and I asked, "What do you need again?" And then he says, "Yeah, you need this, you need that, you need this." And then I walked back slowly, and then I knocked on the door. I need an English handbook. And she says, "What color?" Be right back. So I walk back. What color? Purple. Walk back slower. Purple. What year? I walked back. I walked back. What year? Sixth year. Walked back. Sixth year. You know what she said afterwards? You know what she said? Which one is it? The one with the people, the one with the buildings on it, or the one with the people on it? So that basically happened. So I'm just gonna skip all that because you know it's repetitive as fuck. So after I don't know how fucking long, I got it, And then I came back in, feeling proud of myself, grabbed it, and as soon as the handbooks had contact on the desk, ring, the bell rings. Excuse me. The bell fucking rings. So I was nearly about to laugh myself to death. And the main reason why I did that is because to waste time, obviously. I didn't like school back then, so that's what I did. It was so funny, but anyway, it was an alright school. I mean, like, it was fine. Like, it was alright. Like, there was one time. Let me tell you something. I am a good fucking predictor. Let me tell you something. Here's something about my luck. Here's something about my luck, right? So in fourth year or fifth year or sixth year, I think it was fifth year because I remembered more in fourth year or something like that. Anyway, so this teacher comes in the class. Well, students, I just speak in this voice. Well, students, today is World Cup Day, 2012. Was it 2012? I don't remember. Hold on. All right. No, here. All right, lad. All right, class. It's 2014 World Cup. 2014 World Cup. Yeah, now I remember the year. It's 2014. Jesus, that's like ages ago. Fuck. Anyway, back to business. 2014 World Cup is coming up. So, I want to do this. I'm going to make a bet with all of you. You pick a random team out of this box, out of this fucking box. He didn't say fucker. And I'll give you a fiver, which is €5. And so we all got our like teams. So we all put our hands in, grabbed a fucking team, a football team, and we got like different teams. You know what team I got? I fucking got Germany. And guess who fucking won on 2014 World Cup that year? Fucking Germany. And I was waiting for 2 fucking years to get my fucking €5 note. I'm not fucking joking with you. It took him 2 years to give me that fucking money back. I'm actually being 100% serious with you. It took him 2 years to give me that €5 fucking note. He literally went like this. Could I have Lefty in my office, in my class, please? I go into the class, and then he gets out with a letter. Like it's some fucking mafia movie, you know, like the mafia movie where they give you a letter full of fucking bills. You know that, you know what I mean? That reference. Um, and he says to the class, "Listen, class, Lefty here won. I made a bet with him. I made a bet with the whole class. And it was only his class. It was only his class. That's the thing. It was only our class, which is weird. God, why was that so weird? Why did he do it? Why did he only do it to our class? Now I'm thinking about it. Why the fuck did he only do it to our class? He didn't do it to any other classes. No, like literally after, even after we left. He didn't do any other classes. That's fucking weird. Well, anyway, that's my luck in a nutshell. No other class did that except for our ones. That's fucking weird. Well, who won? It was 2014. Lefty got Germany. And Germany won the World Cup. So, he won. Can you please give him a round of applause? And they all fucking give me a round of applause. I was embarrassed. Okay, I don't like it when crowds clap for me, honestly. Honestly, I don't like that because it kind of makes me awkward, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of makes me awkward. Like, why are you cheering me? I only got a €5 fucking note. It's not like I won a fucking million quid. If I fucking won a million that day, fuck me. Fuck, fuck the school. I would have fucking gone to the house. And I spent it on a fucking game. Typical. Anyway, so primary school's grand. Well, I did get a €5 note at the end of the year, but okay. I didn't get any certificates for that fucking primary school. All I got from it was like, "Oh, congratulations, you passed." You know something. I've been in fucking 6 plays. Okay, let me tell you something about something. We had a PE hall, and we had like a stage. So stage was like a big fucking stage, and we never fucking did a lot of shit with that stage. I'm being honest with you, because all that we've been doing, like literally, through first to fourth year, we used it like once in a fucking blue moon, and then in fifth year, sixth year, we didn't fucking use it. Even though the other fifth year and sixth years used it. Like, you should see the other fifth years and sixth years using it. Anyway, so the last fucking play I was in was fucking dancing. I fucking hated it. Now when I'm thinking about it, it's fucking cringe as fuck. Oh, fuck. We had to do the cup song, Gangman style. Oh, I'm gonna get sick in this cup. And Riptide and this fucking Gaelic Irish song. I'm not ranting about Gaelic anymore. Gaelic is the Irish language. I'm not ranting about it anymore. Thank God I was exempt from it. That's all I'm about to say. Anyway, fuck, I'm drunk as fuck. Okay, so I've been in lots of plays, and it's usually always the fucking, the Jesus, the baptism one. Well, you want to know something? What I've always been. Yeah, I wasn't Jesus, no. I would have been too ugly for Jesus. That's what they said. Would have been too ugly for Jesus, even though, even though it says here in the Holy Bible that that all of us are made in His image. I actually have the Holy Bible here. But yeah, but I was always the sheep. The sheep. Um. So yeah, I was always a sheep. That's all I did. All I went out was bear. Um, yeah, it was fucking shit. Um, but like literally, I was insulted when she said, "Oh, you're too ugly to be Jesus," and if I had the Bible in my hands, I would have said this. So God created man in His own image. In the image of God, He created him, male and female. He created them. And I'm too ugly to play Jesus. Like I never heard the likes of that. Anyway, it was kind of Christian school because I grew up Christian. Um, no, I was having it was grand for like a few minutes. It was grand for a year. Then secondary school. Oh, what can I say about secondary school? Jesus Christ, how long I've been talking about this? Okay, I can still talk about this. Secondary school, let's just talk about that. Shall we? Do you want me to tell you the time where I almost burned down the whole school? Or that the principal went to jail for a week? What else happened? Boys are smoking weed in the bathrooms. The bathroom doors broke down. I got accused with sexual assault. Is there anything else? Nah, that's just a normal school, isn't it? You know what I mean? That sounds like just a normal school day, doesn't it? Yeah, just sounds like a normal school day. Yep, it's just a normal school day. And a transgender pretending to be trans to gain attention. Oh, you want to hear about that one? All right, let's get this down. So I don't mind the trans community. I don't mind the trans community, LGBTQ. I don't mind them. I respect them. I respect them to high hell because one of my friends is gay. I don't give a fuck if he loves a man, if he loves a woman, if he loves anyone. Love is love. Always remember that. Love is love. Love is always love. Remember these words. Love is love, and to see who you love is ever more sweeter than someone else's love. Now, anyway, so this girl, well, I don't know what to call her because she keeps changing her genders. Let me tell you why. Okay, so there's this girl, right? So she was a bit of a bitch, let's just say. Because you see, she began to try to manipulate everyone into trying to gain her attention. So she said, so she had what's it called, anxiety, and what was that fucking thing? Fuck, I forgot what it was called. It's basically where your ears are sensitive. You know, like when your ears are sensitive and anything can make you, panic attack. You get what I mean? It's not anxiety, is it? No, something begin with A, but I forgot what it was. But anyway, so she made a PowerPoint about her like anxiety and all that stuff, and she said that the fire alarm makes her like, you know, eerie. You know what I mean? She can't hear fire alarms, so she puts on her earphones. You get what I mean? Those type of people, you know that. You know that. I don't mind that. I don't care. Like if you do have one of them, like I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have that. No, I wouldn't like to have that. But I'm not insulting her. But this is what she said. This is what 100% what she said. So she said that so the teacher, the kindest teacher in the world, you should have met her. She is so kind to all of us and to me. So I respect her fully, 100%. And I'm not going to name her because I respect her that much. Um, but she was a Chinese teacher. She was a Chinese teacher, taught us Chinese. She actually did taught us Chinese. I can write the characters of Chinese, but I can't. It's very hard to say Chinese for me. Like ni hao. That's all I know. Ni hao. That's it. Um. Well, yeah, we did Tai Chi as well. I absolutely love that. Sorry, I'm getting out of hand. So the teacher said to her, "So what music do you listen to?" And she says, "Oh, heavy metal." And we all just looked at her. We all were like, "Bitch, you can't even bitch, heavy metal is fucking louder than than the fucking fire alarm." Like we were imagining that she'd probably listen to like, you know, raindrops or like something calming, you know what I mean, soothing. But she says heavy metal. Now, does that sound like a person who has an ear problem? You get what I mean? Like a hearing problem, you know, like you get what I mean? Like if you hear loud noises, you're gonna get disturbed or get a panic attack. No, it doesn't. It doesn't sound like that. And she and like we learned as well, she actually used that to gain attention. I'm not joking with you. She actually used her disability to gain attention. I am not fucking joking with you. And then so me and this guy, I hated this guy. Let me just tell you something. Me and him were enemies till the end. But the only thing we agreed on, the one thing we agreed on, the one thing we agreed on is that we both hated this girl. And we were fucking enemies. Let me tell you something. We were fucking rivals to the end. We were fucking hating each other. I didn't like what he was thinking. He didn't like what I was thinking. He didn't like the way I did what I did in my life. I didn't like what he did in his life. You know what I mean? We clashed multiple fucking times. I'm telling you, I just hated him. He just was the worst human being to ever lay on this planet. And we agreed on one fucking thing though. We agreed on one thing, and that was that we both hated this woman. We both hated it. So this guy actually became friends with her, not knowing what she would do. You know what I mean? So so basically, what she did when they became friends, she started hitting him. I'm not joking with you, hitting him with pillows, everything, cricket bats, everything. She even hit him with a knife once, and then he had enough of it, and then he said, "Oh, I'm gonna break up with her." No, like you know, not in like a relationship way, like in a friendship way. You know, I'm not gonna be your friend anymore. You get what I mean? And oh my god, she was such an attention seeker. She was such an attention seeker. I'll tell you about the trans thing in like 2 seconds. So she said she's literally trended her life. She said if he's not gonna be my friend, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself. Even though she wouldn't do that. She just did that for attention. I'm not joking here. She did that for attention. Does it look like I'm fucking joking? She actually said that for attention. So she literally, if I was there, you know what I would have done? Because I hate her. Because let me tell you why I hate her. She was just using everything for attention. And I'm going to tell you something about her future. Every time when she tries to get attention, she's going to end up getting less attention, trying to get more attention. You get what I mean? I feel like that's her fate. She sealed her own fate by doing that. She shouldn't, make people give her attention. Just be yourself, man. Just be yourself. So what if you have your fucking disability? So yeah, okay, you have a disability. That's grand. Okay, I have no fucking problem. If you're gay, yeah, no problem. I don't care. But doing giving abuse to people to friends, like she gives abuse to everyone she knows. That's why no one's her friend, because she abuses everyone that she has, and she tries to gain attention from everything, from everything. Like name any situation, and she will gain attention from it. She'll try to gain attention from it. I just hate those attention seekers. Anyway, if I was there, I would have done this. Give her a knife and said, "Go ahead," because I know you're lying. Because I know you're trying to do this for attention. And you know what would happen? She wouldn't do it. Because I knew she wouldn't do it. Because she is just an attention seeker, lying bitch. And let me tell you something about the trans now. Okay, now the trans situation. So after I left that year, which is fifth year, I believe. Yeah, fifth year. I was moving on to sixth year. I remember it now. I remember it so much. Let me just tell you something. This is what she said. I'm going to tell you the truth, and this is what she said. Oh God. Why is no one noticing me? I even became a man. That meant she changed genders. Every time she didn't get attention, she would change genders. And I was just shocked. That day, I just went home. I just went home and just thought about it. Like, this bitch is changing her identity to gain attention. She is manipulating everyone, and she is abusing everyone, and she wonders why she doesn't get friends. It doesn't make any sense, doesn't it? Like, imagine you were her friend. Gay, trans, I don't give a fuck. And she kept beating you across the head, saying, "Oh, hello, hey, 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 beep, 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 beep." And then the next day she goes, "Oh, look, now I'm a man now." You know what I mean? And if you don't give her attention, she'll probably go like this, "Oh, no, now I'm a woman back again." You know what I mean? That's what she did. And I even talked to the students. The students in her class. I said, "Well, what do you think of Erin?" And they said, "Oh, she just changes her gender every time when she doesn't get attention. And I was right. She, it's just, I don't feel like she was just vile. She was just vicious. She was just an attention seeker. She was just an extreme attention seeker. You know, I got in trouble by her once. Yeah, literally in COVID 2019. Um, COVID 2019. Basically the year of being shit. Shit year. So we were in the class. We all had masks. We all had all that stuff in maths class. I was walking out. So I put my bag on the right side and I try to squeeze in through. That's all I tried to do. I didn't touch her. I didn't do anything. All I did was simply brush past her. Did not touch her whatsoever. I was literally away from her. Literally, the math teacher can fucking justify it. Literally, I had my whole body away from her. Away from her. You know what she said? When I went to the into the speaking, you know, the Chinese speaking, we had a new teacher, and she was bad. She was not that good. The new Chinese teacher was just shit. Anyway, back to business. Sorry about that. So, she was like, she said to me, "You're an asshole," and I was like, and I was being mature that day because I had none of it, and I said, "Why am I an asshole? Go ahead, justify your evidence." And she says, "You touched me in fucking in maths class. You probably have the coronavirus." And I was like, "No, I didn't touch you at all. I was literally away from you." And she started crying, started blaring, and then the principal got involved, and then they took me. She took me out of the. So we were basically. So in our school, we basically get separated, and then they talk to us one on one, and I get the teacher that was just being snarky. I just hate her. She was just such a shit teacher because you know why? That day you know what she says to me? You have to apologize to her. You know what I said to her? You know what I said to her? Why should I apologize to a person who attacked me? That's like saying to a murderer. That's like saying to the victim who got stabbed, say sorry to the murderer. And she didn't say anything to me. I literally looked her dead in the eyes and said, I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to apologize. She's just doing this for attention. Like, I didn't touch her at all. Like, you should have asked the math teacher what he saw. Because he saw everything. And then the next day my fucking father came in. And then I won that battle. Maturity will always win. Maturity will always win immaturity. It was alright. This shit though. It's all now in the past. Now to make a new future. Make a new leaf. Just want to open up and just relax. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like a therapy session. It's just not that bad nowadays. Just feels grand. Would you guys like me to read a few verses? I know this video is probably boring. You can probably just go to another video. How about this one? Baliard's reply to Job, chapter 18, verse. Where did I get that? Verse 8. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walked it upon a snail. Here's another one. Job leveled his state. Chapter 19, verse 25. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the later day upon the earth. Now for another one. A random one before I finish the video. Okay. Um, let's just go for a random one. Paul's sermon, Mars Hills. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Choose this one. Oh, right. This is Act 18. Paul's sermons on Mars Hill. Verse 24. God that made the world and all things, therein seeing that he is the Lord of heaven and earth, dwelleth not in the temples made with hands. Pretty good. I like that one. I actually like that one. It's a good one. Fuck. Yeah, but it's now all in the past now. I just want to open up, relax, man. Take the time. I just want to say one thing before I go. Doctor said I had zero IQ and wasn't gonna pass secondary school. And let me tell you something. Leaving cert. This is your last test before you leave. And he said I'm not gonna pass school, the secondary school. There was a 0% chance. There was no way that I would be able to go pass. And what did I get in my final test? My final test results. My final everything. I got a 92, sorry. I fucked that up. I got a 92%. I wonder if he is now regretting his words. Yes, I am dumb. But it's not my genius that will get me to where I am. It's my creativity that will get me where I am. Creating characters, creating stories, and making people happy. Those are my things. I know I might be angry. I know I might be selfish, arrogant, blind, but a changed man can change. A sorrow man cannot. For thou who sorrows in their own righteousness can never see the path ahead of them. Fuck, I wanted that to be more smoother, but I was trying to think of something. Or here's another profound quote I can think that I can make up myself. I don't know if it's good or not. I I don't know if someone made this one before, but I always like this one because I made this one up myself. But I don't know if someone made it up before me. You get what I mean? But anyway, when you have greater strength, thus you'll always have an even greater weakness. Or here's another one. Here's another one. Don't be blinded by your own righteousness. Balance sins. Balance sins and judgment. And you'll have an even greater life. That's a pretty nice one, but it's not that good. Wish I was more wiser, but wiseness is not the answer. Wiseness will get you for so far. It's what you would do, what you should do. Wiseness is a good strength to have. It will only get you far. However, what makes you truly shine as an individual is if you use that strength for good. For the good of all of us. Try to find something that will help us all. Remember, you only live once. And cherish it every moment of your life. Goodbye, everyone. For now, I'll be making another video, but it'd probably be like Left 4 Dead or some shit like that. I don't know, but anyway, see you guys later.